trial of George Zimmerman. I want to bring in CNN legal analyst Jeffrey Toobin to talk about what's going on the stand today with this friend of Trayvon Martin, the last person to talk to him other than George Zimmerman, Rachel Jantel, the defense attorney Don West, clearly trying to point out that she has told a number of lies. But I don't know that he's succeeding in completely painting her as not credible.
No, by no means. You know, she's a problematic witness. Obviously, she's young. She's nervous. She doesn't speak very clearly at all. It's hard to understand a lot of what she says.
Like a teenager, yes.
Right, but you know, the core of her story is that she was on the phone right before Trayvon Martin was shot, and he was complaining that there was this guy, this weird guy, this cracker, as she says,
creepy. He called her.
This creepy expletive cracker following him around. That part of her story is the key part. And I haven't heard anything that discredits her on cross-examination for that part of the story, because it certainly portrays Zimmerman as the aggressor in the confrontation between the two of them, and that's the key issue in the whole case.
And the attorney clearly trying to paint her as not credible because she has told these two lies. One, having claimed that she attended or went to the Trayvon Martin went to the hospital to visit him, which she did not, and also that she had given her age as, she's now 19, but she had given her age as 16 when she was actually 18. She says that was because she thought she would have more protections as a minor. So those are the two lies. She has owned up to them, but clearly she has told lies and has been established as having told lies.
You never know how a jury is going to read that. A jury may say, well, she lied, so let's discredit her testimony. A jury might also say she was a kid, she was scared, she wasn't familiar with this whole world. The stakes of this were so much bigger than anything she'd ever been involved in. Of course she might have told a lie or two. So that's a preview of the arguments you're going to hear on summation about her credibility. But at least so far, I don't think the defense is discrediting her in some sort of profound way. I mean, I suspect the cross-examination is going to go on for some time because she's an important witness, and and it's hard to get clear answers out of her, so I expect this cross will go on for a while.
And if you're just tuning in, while the attorneys in the George Zimmerman murder trial confer with the circuit court judge, we're taking a break and analyzing the testimony of one of Trayvon Martin's friends, Rachel Jantel, who is testifying. We have CNN legal analyst Mark Najim on the phone. Mark, Trayvon's friend, Rachel, is saying she heard him ask why he's following them, meaning George Zimmerman, get off. A neighbor said also in a different part of the testimony that she heard a boy crying for help. It's unclear. It's presumably Trayvon Martin, but we don't know that for sure. How will the defense respond to this beyond just trying to paint Rachel Jantel as not a credible witness because she has admitted telling a couple lies?
I would respectfully disagree a little bit with Jeffrey. I think that she is being discredited a bit more than was just suggested, and I'll share with you why. There is no dispute that Zimmerman was in fact following Trayvon Martin, so there's nothing really new about that. Zimmerman acknowledges it, and now we've got corroboration from her. I mean, we know that occurred. The key issue, which is not addressed by this, is how they came to confront. Did Trayvon Martin first confront Zimmerman in a aggressive, violent way, or did Zimmerman confront Trayvon Martin in a violent, aggressive way? And I think that her credibility is questionable. When she said that she heard wet grass, I'm baffled by that. How anybody on a call outside, rainy conditions,
Mark, I'm going to cut you off.
They actually heard wet grass.